Hi, boys and girls. It's story time with Miss Heather again. Today we're going to read Beaky by Jez Alborough. This is an older book. This was a book I read growing up. My mom said that I should definitely read it when I was going through books at her house the other day. This book is a Newfield Productions book again, and it is called Beaky. On the back it says, an egg tumbled down through the leaves and branches and shattered into pieces on the rainforest floor. Out popped Beaky, uncertain what sort of creature he was, but determined to find out. So that tells us a little bit about our story. So Beaky is going to be our main character today. An egg tumbled down through the leaves and branches and shattered into pieces on the rainforest floor. Out popped a fluffy creature with a bright blue beak and a curly orange tail. "Hello," croaked a frog, jumping out from behind a bush. "I'm a frog. What are you?" The creature looked confused. "Don't you know what you are?" asked the frog. The creature shook its head. "Then you can be my friend," said Frog. "I will call you Beaky. Come on, let's go for a walk." "Am I a frog?" asked Beaky as they hopped along. Frog laughed. "If you were a frog," he said, "then you would be able to hop as high as me, and you wouldn't have those funny, fluffy flaps." "If I'm not a frog," said Beaky, "then what am I?" "I don't know," puzzled Frog. "I've never seen anything like you before, but you must be something. Everything is something." I wonder how they're going to find out what he is. Before long, they found Snake. "What's he doing?" asked Beaky. "Slithering," said Frog. "Precisely," said the Snake. "It's simply splendid to slither. You should try a slither yourself." "Yes, try it," said Frog, for he wondered whether Beaky might be some sort of snake. So Beaky lay on the earth and tried to slither. Nothing happened. "Oh dear," said Frog. Snake laughed. "Too short," he said, and slithered off into the trees. So Beaky is not a frog, and he is not a snake. Are you having fun chewing on your cage back there? Beaky and Frog hopped to the river where they found Fish gliding about in the water. "What's he doing?" asked Beaky. "I'm swimming," said the Fish. "Come join me, the water's lovely." "Good idea," said Frog, thinking that Beaky might be some sort of fish. "Try a swim." Beaky splished and splashed and flipped and flapped, but he couldn't swim a stroke. "Oh dear," said Frog. Fish giggled. "Too fluffy," he said, and swam away. "Everyone knows what he is except me," sighed Beaky. How do you think Beaky feels? Sad, right? Beaky feels sad. He wants to know who he is. Just then he heard something singing softly far away. "Did you hear that?" he asked excitedly. "Hear what?" said Frog. "Listen," said Beaky. "It came from up there." Frog looked up from the top of the trees, and then he heard it too. "Someone up there must really be happy," said Beaky, "to sing such a joyful song. Do you think I could ever be that happy?" "Maybe," said Frog, "but not until we discover what you are." Then he had an idea. "Let's climb up there," he said, "and see if we can find out." So now they're going to climb the tree. So up they went, but the higher they climbed, the more frightened Frog became. So Beaky had to go alone. On and on he struggled, even through the day, all through the day, and into the night, until he could go no further. "Now I'm lost," cried Beaky, "and I still haven't found out what I am. Maybe I should have never left the forest floor. Perhaps the song was just a dream." And with that thought, he slept. There he is, right there. Alone and scared. Beaky awoke the next morning to the sound of a familiar song. Looking around, he saw circling in the air a beautiful fluffy creature with a bright blue beak and curly orange tail. "What are you?" called Beaky. I'm a bird, sang the creature, a bird of paradise. A bird, said Beaky. That's what I am. Look, they look the same. They both have an orange curly tail and a bright blue beak. In his excitement, he jumped and skipped and dipped and strutted and bobbed and trotted, and then he tripped. Oh no, he tripped. He's falling out of the tree. Down and down he fell, crashing through leaves and branches down toward the earth below. Flap your wings, called the bird. Flap your wings. Beaky opened wide his fluffy flaps. My wings, he cried. These are my wings. And with a whoosh, he began to fly. Up past the tree where the snake was slithering, down to the river where fish was swimming. And back to the vine where Frog was still waiting. Frog, said Beaky, look at me. I can't slither or swim or hop like you, but I can fly. At that moment, Beaky heard the singing once more. It seemed to be calling him. I must go, he said, but I'll come back and visit. Then he flew up toward the treetops. Beaky, called Frog, you haven't told me what you are. I'm a bird, cried Beaky. I'm a bird of paradise. There he is flying. There's him. And there's the other bird. And that is the end. What a nice little story about a bird trying to find out who he is. Lots of good words in there. Lots of action words like dipping and hopping and slithering. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed story time. And keep joining me back for more. And we will keep working through the stack of books. Have a good night, friends. Bye.